waves. There's no top secret information or anything.
Right.
But I hear that Israel's going to be attacked tonight. If I were president, nobody would even be talking about that word because it would.
It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'm back with another one. Now we got to talk about this because I don't know what Donald Trump is trying to do. Is he trying to get the market to go down lower? Guys, we finally are getting a little bit of breather. If you want to say this is breather, right? Because BTC went all the way down to 49K. We seen a wick down to 49K. Ethereum almost broke 2,000, didn't quite break 2,000, but right when we was going back up, Donald Trump comes out and says he's hearing in the woodworks that we could get some more tension. Over here we preach peace and positivity. It's your boy Crypto Millie. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithm. In this video, I want to talk about exactly how I personally plan on attacking this market. So if you like videos like this, leave a comment. I want to know everybody's current sentiment in the space, because I always say, guys, in times of fear, you want to have a clear mind towards your situation, meaning like where you're at, where you're comfortable with putting your money at, right? Because at the end of the day, we worked hard for our money. Nobody wants to see our money go down 30-50%, but the millionaires, the wealthiest people on the planet, some of the wealthiest people out here, started in times of fear, guys, as far as an investor. Now, this is not advice, but I want to give you guys an idea on how I plan on approaching this market. Now, first we got to get into some of the news on why this is happening. So outside of just the tension we just seen, we got the Japanese yen carry trade. Now let's talk about what this actually is. There was a great tweet here by Miko Otama. Go follow him. I will set the example. Go follow this guy. And they broke down exactly why this is happening. So let's get into the history of why this is affecting the market and why we're seeing a lot of pain inside the market. So here's how it works, right? It says Japan's national debt to GDP ratio is 260%. Paying interest on that is expensive, which is why the government kept interest rates near zero or even negative for decades. In fact, the central bank policy has only been raised once in the last 17 years, now at 0.05%. What's the obvious trade here? Borrow free yen, swap it into dollars, and then go buy assets abroad. And this thing has been happening for years. We're talking about 17, almost 20 years, right? People getting free loans, basically free loans. Think about in C19 where everybody was able to get those loans with very, very low percentage on it. But now, guys, we're talking about 0%, right, on a loan, right? So what do people do when they get free loans? They go and they invest, right? Because they don't have to pay back interest, right? So this has been literally killing the market because now, after all these years, Japan decided to raise the interest rates, right? So it says hedge funds have been doing it for decades. In other words, the incentive is to export Japanese inflation and prop up global asset prices, as we've seen massive outflows through the capital of markets. This used to be one of the greatest puzzles in economics of the 1980s. There were enormous capital flows out of Japan that academics couldn't properly explain. Similarly, they couldn't explain how property prices in a single Tokyo neighborhood were higher than the entire market value of California. The answer was obvious. It's the yen carry trade. The Japanese property market was being used as collateral for free loans, which could then be used to finance and purchase abroad. But now that there's interest on these loans, what do people do? They are like, hey, this isn't free anymore. So I'm not about to be paying 200% something crazy on this loan. I'd rather just sell my assets off, pay this interest, and be done with it. And that's what you're seeing across the market, right? And so many hedge funds, big investors, traders, they all are pretty much been trapped into the same trade here, which is insane, right? This is insane. So the Japanese property market was being used as collateral for free loans, and they could be used to finance purchase abroad. After 40 years, this trade still lives on. This now puts the BOJ in a awkward position. The currency collapsed in 25%, against the dollar over the last 24 months isn't a good thing. It's actually quite destabilizing. At the same time, raising the rates would threaten to kill the yen carry trade, unwinding asset prices and everyone's pensions along with it. So these got these big time boys, BlackRock, right, spending all this pension money and retirement money to get free loans to reinvest and make those people money. But now it ain't free. So now they got to pay some of this back. And guess what they got to do? Sell off assets. And that's why we're seeing the stock market, specifically the tech stock market, get obliterated, and a little of that is trickling into the cryptocurrency market. So that's what's happening with the Japanese yen trade. In fact, I like the fact that Jasmy is holding up at 2 pennies. I thought it would have went down lower, because this is a legit Japan company. This is not just like a crypt. This is actually a legit company in Japan. So salute to the Jasmy team and then the community, furthermore, for being able to hold that floor, right? But this is insane, right? And this is in the midst of Mt. Gox. This is in the midst of grayscale, right? And the tension across the world. So you're probably asking, well, Millie, what are you doing? How are you planning on addressing this market, right? What's some of the things you're looking at? So the first thing I'm looking at is BTC, right, on the monthly. Now, I watched a very, very good video from Crypto University, and man, I mean, he killed it, right? But he brought a few things to my attention here. The first thing he brought to my attention is the monthly Bitcoin chart and how it was able throughout history in a bull market to hold the stock RSI here above 80. So if you just use simple structure, right? Support and resistance. Let's reload this chart here because I had it pulled up here. But if you use simple support and resistance line, you can kind of see our support in the bull run, right, was always 80, right? Even if we came down, we were always able to hold 80 above the stock RSI, right? So this is overbought, right? So we hung up out here for months, right? Maybe 1 or 2 months. But we just broke that line. And what I am looking for, right, if I was going to start putting money into this market cap, right, I need the stock RSI here to show me some strength right around here. Right around, this is the money green line, 25. So we just go back in time and we bring this all the way back. You can see here that 25 is the money right there. Money green line, 25, I'll say around maybe 30, right? 30, anywhere between 25 and 30, right? So how that would look, right, is a stock RSI bounce here off 30 and head it back up, right? That's what we need. That's the first thing I'll be looking for is a stock RSI cross here before I look to inject liquidity, right? Because even though the market looks like it wants to rebound, we just heard Trump say he's expecting something to go down tonight, right? It's going down. If we break 20 or 30, it's hard to say, right? But this is how I look at it, right? Because technically that could be detrimental, right? That could put us in like bear market territory if we break that, right? And then it'll be like you're just loading up the dip, preparing for the next bull run. So we need to hold our support line, which is 20, right around 27 on the stock RSI, right? And the money line up here would be the next support, which is 47,000, right? So we cannot break 47,000. If we break 47,000, that's going to be, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I mean? That's going to be a little bit crazy. I'll put another support line here at about 35,000, right? Because, last bull run, we had a very, very similar opportunity. If you missed the first, if you missed the first bull run, then you had another chance, right? Bitcoin could come back down and put in a double top and then go back up, right? Kind of like we seen right here, right? We seen the reset, and then it came up and made a higher high from here. So is this time different? I don't want to go into 4-year cycles, but that's when I plan on loading my bag. So I'm paying attention to the monthly stock RSI, right? This could be This could take us anywhere between November and December. I want to make that clear. And the reason that I'm saying that, because now the Fed, they're pricing in, the markets, is pricing in 3 federal rate cuts, right? So we thought, like, how was this going to happen? How was we going to get 3 rate cuts so late in the year? No way they do it 3 months in a row. Well, something just broke in the market, and that was the Japanese yen trade. And now we got the tension. They're even doing emergency federal meetings, right? So we look at September, November, and December. Now you're seeing each month going into January, a federal rate cut, right? To It's even 9% that we get down to around 375, 400, which would be insane, right? But I want to make it clear again, none of the Fed cuts matter unless we get quantitative easing, which means the Fed turns on the money printer and they start injecting liquidity into the market, into the economy, right? That way people can actually buy crypto, because if the economy is bad, then the only people that actually buy it is the wealthy, and then the wealthy gets wealthy, and the middle class and the hard workers that want to get that opportunity, they just don't have it because the money don't stretch that long, right? Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So just keep that in mind, that now the market could be attempting to price in 3 Fed cuts. So there is some volatility on the way, whether it be to the downside or the upside. There is a volatility. History tells us each cut we drop lower, right? So let's say we get a cut in September, we go lower, we tick back up, right? Market gets strong. We get another Fed cut in November, we go lower. We tick back up, market gets strong. We get another Fed cut in December, we go lower, and then finally Q1 2025, J Powell turns on the money printer, and for the next 2 to 3 months, we go parabolic. That's how I am preparing. Parabolic, right? So January 2025, quantitative easing is how I'm looking at it. March, April, January, February, March, maybe April, we see this huge like altcoin season. Bitcoin explodes, and then mid 2025 bear market starts. Bear market starts June, July, September. We going straight into the bear market. So that's how I'm preparing. I'm preparing for the market to go lower headed into Q1, because all of this stuff got pushed back. And the reason is, honestly, Powell may have waited too long to cut those rates, right? So we gotta say, hey, 3 federal rate cuts could mean selling pressure each month, right? So I'm looking at it like, okay, that could be an opportunity to buy the dip. Now, I also like to use sentiment checkers, right? So now we're in the fear 26, right? And I want to look, this is the triple play. I said this in the Discord. You got the fear and greed and fear 26, right? If we go here to the Bitcoin altcoin season, we're in Bitcoin season. All right, so beautiful time to buy or DCA into altcoins if you believe this market is going to explode in Q1 2025. And then you can see here the crypto sentiment has crossed our bearish line, and it's bearish. So guys, I always say this, in a bull run, if you can get all 3 of these indicators bearish, it's always been a beautiful time to buy crypto. A lot of people are comparing this to the COVID-19 capitulation moment, right? This could be it. And I told my Discord and Patreon, like, I've took initials across the table. I put a lot of money into stable coins, right? I am prepared to attack this market like I'm Warren Buffett, right? I'm going to go out, but I'm not going all in. I'm a conservative, and I'm only putting 15 to 20% of my net worth. I'm not putting my entire net worth, right? I mean, if I did and it explodes, well, hey, you're fucking happily rich. But what if we just keep going lower? So you want to keep that in mind, guys. But if we just compare this to the last bull run here, guys, you can see that, I mean, double top, right? Double top, right? Double top. So let me know what y'all think about that, right? Because this is a double top. Is BTC going for the second leg up like we seen in 2020? We had a nice move to the upside. We crashed, and then we just went crazy for the all-time high, right? Does BTC does something similar like we seen, right? And then what we're looking here is the altcoin market, right? This is the altcoin market, because you can apply the same thing I used at the Bitcoin chart here with the altcoin market, right? Just go back in time and see each bull run we was able to hold support right at 80. Guys, we broke that support. So now, the altcoin market is a little bit different, because we broke even support down here at 40, which we were able to also hold, right? So of course this line here could turn into resistance as we seen here, and then we had an entire bear run, right? So if this does something like we seen here, that could be that could be crazy. Okay, so let's actually refresh this here, and I'm not actually rambling. Hopefully this makes sense for a lot of people. Like I said, this market is crazy, but I want to show y'all something here. All right, so back to where we're at. Perfect. Okay, so you can see here, when we broke 80 last time in the bull run for altcoins, we dipped down, we came back up to retest 40, and then we got rejected, and then we went into full bear market. That's not what we want to happen, right? We want this thing to go up here, come down, wick, and go back up, right? If we do something like this where we go, when we come down and then we retest and get rejected, then that's bad, and then we can have another bear market like we seen right here, right? Another bear market. So guys, let me know what y'all think about this. How you plan on I know, right? It's crazy, right? Today I was telling my Discord, I was like, look, man, I don't got time to wait on the bank to buy crypto straight from my bank. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna transfer a whole lot of money into stable coins, and I'm gonna just be on dial with my finger on the button, ready to buy a black swan event, because I truly believe the way that crypto is growing faster than internet, the way that we're seeing catalysts we've never seen before, ETFs in Ethereum, ETFs in Bitcoin, most of the elites talking about this, BlackRock buying up everything in the crypto market. We've never been here before. I don't believe it's over, but I'm smart enough to be conservative to prepare myself for the worst. And I think if you prepare yourself for the worst, if it happens, you're prepared. If it doesn't happen, you still win, because guess what? You still got capital to put back inside the market. So, guys, let me know what y'all think about what Trump said. The Trump and Aiden Ross stream. Should I do a reaction? Should I do the reaction to that? I should do a reaction to his video, to the Aiden Ross video. I think I'm gonna go do that. I think I'm gonna do a reaction, guys. I got the full setup now, so now I can stream crypto games. I was playing Compete last night, so if you play Compete, let me know inside the comments. I'm gonna get up out of here, guys. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.